you see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramps, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at right now where they're at, they're only in second place. Fishman was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved, it was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station. Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better for these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown. Set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right. Gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials, next 5, Sword does a double jump, boom, right to the top. Chicken Champions excellently executed.
Yeah, this is what matters right here. It's stopping the funky fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories, really, in the best placement.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off the stage. So putting shots down for this money. You don't want to peek up with the hunting rifle slowly coming out of the back. Just misses Carnifex right there. He trades back down, firing it off, but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. So Taga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, they're close. Monkey Fighters have a win in second place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Monkey Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Monkey Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. You think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Warriors are so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the servers do that, really work for you, and dominate the other side to get that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it. It's fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there, as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like Gotaga seems to still get this. They're doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but hey, his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Magma comes right up to the top, and give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Australia. He started playing in Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay and right back down. Cuddle Crew not quite able to. It goes up again, so right now Cuddle Crew the talked about how we want to see more from them right now, pushing it to the top.
Yes, the cutout. Already, and bye-bye. Ball's down. Lucky for him. No fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse of flying overhead and go Taga. They're doing so good and holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. But they don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point. He is open. Taga checking the surroundings. No shots coming through. And RT actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest him, and it just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult to see, but up comes Ninja. RTA goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets a slip. Taga will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and scrapes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get it.
Yeah, I love how you played that stepping and side-stepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes the point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the point afterwards, you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Taga. He's thrown himself into the fire, straight into the point there. He gets taken out. There it is. Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe kind of get themselves in the run and try their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about massacres as it might be like, we are seeing what's going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well, we can stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
And Clytax has been bragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting into players' faces, and doing it all with that rare attack. But he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the Elam. You see Portugal trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes out the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's poor Chicken saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, and right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, what's it, YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, Little Hook and Llama Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, 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 we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this. They're nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is contesting there. The Cuddle Crew has now been able to catch up a little bit, but they both just established control in their top zones. The Cuddle Crew won't have Raven's Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take this set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lockwood is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lockwood's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He was hidden, but hey, he has to come out now and defend himself. There's 3 chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh, man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from their 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos at point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You need to win this one. Ravens Revenge. Can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City. You know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady 3-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim and control his rest.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So, yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up and keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
And this is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Ravens Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Record still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Ravens Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him the difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right. And now Lackland can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do. And he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over a half-second away from each other. Their shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew goes
take it down. 999. 1,000. Gotaga and Ravens Revenge in the closest nail-biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact that they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a kick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, with the fish cam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens' revenge. As soon as they were off, they could celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop off when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We at some point before the game's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there, Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, RTR, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Ravens Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Ravens Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Ravens Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Ravens Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I got to ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How does it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was our goal.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative to find out who will take that first Silver Llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming green point. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try to make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively achieve the most. You don't get to play this in occasionally. If you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only push this forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on the team. And there's so many different layers, and the remix.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, we have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question to the Funky Fighters. They had amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get a big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. and then you kind of flop game 3, depending on where they went. Their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really harmful, but luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in and of itself, so there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay hard, so 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, 4th really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there, so they should still be at least in the running, but like not at all. So incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set 1 winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first over Lava, and there he is throwing it up, and I mean, you gotta be happy for us.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like you're kind of like getting pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the Silver Lava, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another chance to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the start, really. 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Moya beforehand. He was like, yeah, we're really confident when we get into the races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do there. We have some really good runners. And then they turn around and do that?
I was just
Showdown?
Yeah, I was just going to touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So, for him to take one of our, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. Prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, slash prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game though. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just really different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give them away, man.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game built off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map.
6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other team, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements